Hello, my PereRally friends. Welcome back. We just completed the Class A at the Jungle Rock Island, and as you can see, we have everyone well positioned in the table. So we can see here that Daisy was a kind of the worst driver, and Monika had the best time. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I didn't clean my throat before starting this. Okay, now it's clean. Now it's clean. Okay, let's continue. And Monika had the best time. So one thing that you may have noticed here, or maybe not, because well, it's too much to pay attention to, right? Is that I had to make some changes after the race on the Class B, because some drivers, they did crash, and when I was making the calculation for the penalties, there were some issues with the calculation which they were previously made on a quadratic manner, meaning that the values were squaring. So it was a mistake of mine which I didn't notice, and the reason why I didn't notice was because the tracks, they had a very small amount of checkpoints, so the difference didn't make any sense. However, I made some updates on the AI from this event onwards, which required me to create more checkpoints in the track. So for the Class B, we will have 24 if we count the finish line checkpoints. So it's quite a lot, and some of the drivers, actually a few of them, they crashed at the exact same point at the beginning of the race. So it means that the penalty was huge for them. Huge. Simply I'm speaking Portuguese, damn. Simply huge. So I had to review the calculation, and after a lot of attention and working on it, I came up with a new one that is, I think that's what I wanted to achieve, but for distraction of mine, I didn't see. It's pretty much, for example, I'm gonna explain in an example. It's easier for me. So let's take Daisy O'Brien here. She had, I'm gonna round it to 2 minutes, okay? She's the worst driver. So if someone who didn't finish, they will receive a penalty, of course, and the penalty will be the Daisy's time. In the example is 2 minutes, and we will add 5%, which 5% of 120 seconds is 6 seconds. My head's so confusing now at the moment. 6 seconds. Then for each checkpoint that she misses, the driver misses, or they didn't reach, they will receive an additional of 0.5%, which is 0.6 in this example seconds. So let's say that the driver didn't complete 10 checkpoints, so they still had to go through 10 checkpoints. They will receive 10 times 0.6, which is 6 seconds. Not 6 seconds, but let's say it will be 6 seconds, about that, in penalties, on top of what they already had. So if many drivers crash after reaching a checkpoint, they will all have the same time. So let's say, for example, when let's not give an example, I am not drawing anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I will have also some sort of reduction on the penalty that is based on how well they performed up until the checkpoint that they crashed. So let's say, for example, the driver took 100 seconds to reach the checkpoint number 10, but the other driver who also crashed at the same time took 150 seconds to reach at the same point. It means that the first driver will have a reduction that is higher than the second driver. So anyway, I am not going to create any graphics for this, so just believe me, I'm kind of disappointed with myself because this is the second time I'm making, and the first time I made 1 hour and a half for all of the episodes, and I had an issue with my microphone for one of the screens that you are seeing, which is exactly this one. So when I switched to this screen, this report, the microphone stopped working, but for all of the rest it worked. So instead of trying to fill the gaps, I'm gonna make everything again from scratch. So anyway, if you want to, well, I should have said this before, but you could have skipped to this point, because now let's talk about the drivers. And because of the update, some positions have changed, and I also updated this entire dashboard. We have completed 6 events. This is counting the event for the class B. So yeah, that's an update I need to make, because we have completed only 5, so we are at the 6th event. This is the position that they have after the previous one. So let's include now the class A, so they match. This is how. So let's just quick recap. When we completed the class D, Arthur was in first. No changes here, no changes at the top. They all kept the same. Only Shane managed to pass to gain 2 positions, and those guys lost 1. Vladimir Agurtsov and Yolanta, they switched positions. Xiaoli, Yegoren stayed the same. Reinaldo lost 1 position to Yarelio. Daisy, she lost lots of positions. I mean 2 positions, but she's now in the last because she was driving so slow during her time that kind of was bad for her. And Monika managed to leave the last position, the same for Leroy, who went to the 16th position. And this is the starting point for today, for this event, for the next few weeks. So we have Daisy, Monika, Leroy in this episode. Then we will have Reinaldo, Yarelio, and Vladimir. Why Vladimir? Because after the update of the penalties, Vladimir gained a few positions. Then it will be Yegorian, I don't remember anymore, Yolanta, Chow, but we will get to see them when we get to them. So I have already updated, made them equal, and let's start with the new addition to the video, which is our training data. Haha, this is a new addition that I've made because during the trainings was so exciting for me, and during training we had a total of 71 incomplete sessions. So there was 25 sessions for all of the drivers, for each driver. I don't know why it doesn't multiply here, but doesn't matter. This is the completion rate. And anyway, so let's start with who was it? Daisy. This is, I just made it so I don't show the data for any driver. So it was supposed to be for everyone, but I didn't create it to show everyone's data at the same time, so there are some issues there. So anyway, Daisy, her training session was pretty much consistent. It was very consistent up to the very last, I mean the 24th session, which she crashed. So there was not so much for her in terms of development, because she's very stable and very flat. With only a single, we see here that her average lap is 2 minutes and 51 seconds, almost 52 seconds, and I just expect her to be around this average lap. Her best was 2:40, and now she is already at the start of the track. She, as I said, I'm expecting her to be around 2:52. I don't know how she will be, even though this is the second time I'm making. I don't remember what I said. And there she goes. There she goes. I cannot listen the car because I'm watching from my OBS studio, watching a VLC video because I recorded it and edited, and then it doesn't matter my workflow, right? So anyway, I'm kind of unmotivated here, but I still need to put it out because I want to see how everyone is going, even though it's the second time, and the third time probably I'm saying this, I don't remember the positions and the final outcome. That's how my memory is so bad. So anyway, we have here a new helicopter camera that I created. It's still a little bit, how can I say, hard for me to create them in terms of creativity. On the technical aspect, it was very faster than I actually anticipated, because creating the very first helicopter camera was very hard. But once I've learned and tried to replicate it, was very easy. Now my challenge is only on the views, on the position of the cameras, and so on and so forth, which can be replicated to every single car without having to create one individual for each driver. So this is the same camera for every driver. Anyway, we are seeing here Diesel Ride at 1:39. We still have 1 minute to go, it seems, if we consider the average that she had during the trainings. And yeah, that's the thing. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say because I was taken by surprise. I wasn't prepared to make this commentary again now. I just sat down to start the editing, and yeah, I'm frustrated with myself. I just need to get the mood here. Oh, this is a very nice camera. I really liked how I placed this camera here, because even though Daisy didn't jump there, some drivers did, and it looks so beautiful. I really like. Sometimes I'm proud of myself because my creativity is so low, the level of creativity, that sometimes look at this. And by the way, throughout the series, this event, just let me know which one you liked most in terms of jumpings. And here it is, Daisy O'Brien 252.6. Her average was 251.9, right? So let's now go to the next driver. I'm sorry you had to see this black screen for a second. It is just my inability of transitions in OBS. So the next driver, who was it? Oh, Monika. Oh, I forgot about Monika. Sorry, Ari. Sorry, very sorry. So Monika here. This is her training session. Out of the 25, as you can see, we can clearly see, I don't know if you can see like I do, but there is a trend line here that she was improving throughout the entire season of training. So she started bad, she learned something in here, then tried to create something new. It worked, but let's explore something else. Didn't work as expected, and then the last 3 sessions, oh my god, the last 3 sessions, they are the consolidation phase. So on these 3 sessions, I changed the model just to make sure that they focus on the last data, plus finishing as fast as possible and as safe as possible. And it seems that Monika learned the thing. She has a 237.9, which is the last session with an average of 249. Is she gonna be able to reach the 249 during this race? I don't know, because she is now setting herself up at the starting line, and let's see how she performs. She's driving an EB2BX series two-wheel drive, and looking by her start, it's 2 seconds. It's a little bit slow in comparison to Daisy, but at this stage and at this level it doesn't make any difference. How a car starts doesn't make any difference at all. The difference is how they tackle the entire track, and it seems that Monika is not having a very good start here. She's already at the 4th checkpoint, almost 1 second behind. Well, it's 300th of a second behind, but anyway. This time is I've noticed that the drivers, they usually is when they hit the gravel or the sand that the difference these skills start to make the difference, because, and also the car as well, because when they are in that hill area or in the mountain, I don't know the name because I'm not very good with geography in this sense, so I don't know how to make the difference between a hill and a mountain, because I can look at this one, it looks like a mountain to me, but when they fall it's so short that is just a hill. So anyway, here is the I don't know the name in English. I forgot the fjords. It's not, oh look at it, I said Monika is having a very good time in the gravel, so she is recovering her time. Here she's already half a second in front of Daisy in terms of time. So look at this, it's almost 1 second. It means that Monika is her car, and also Monika's skills for the sand are actually really good. Look at her drifting. Did you see her drifting? This is something that the drivers, they learned themselves, and now she lost control of her car, which just made her time worse. Her time is worse now. Yeah, everything that she gained, she just lost by this small mistake. And the drivers, they all learned by themselves, including this Norwegian corner here, going to the left to go to the right by themselves, even though in this sense it just wastes their time. But the drivers that doesn't do all of the drivers that don't do this Norwegian corner, they go faster. And Monika finished with 2 minutes and 53. I'm sorry for my screen here, it just cut it out. So let's go to the next driver. Our next driver is Leroy Balkaran, and we are gonna review his time, because actually even though if we look at the trend here, he is pretty flat, right? But there are some drops that actually impacted him. He started to crash by the end, and even though on this consolidation phase, I start to get a little bit worried for him, right? So his best lap was on this session, on the 14th session, with 2 minutes and 44 seconds. And I expect him to be around 250, because that's the average that he has. But still, with almost like 2/3 of his consolidation phase he didn't finish, I am a little bit worried. So let's go and see him, because he is already getting himself up to the line. And there he is, Leroy Balkaran. And I was mentioning that Monika Sorrentino would be around 251, 250. No, I mean 249. I'm very sorry, I'm confusing the time with Daisy. 249. she didn't do, she almost hit the 249, but because she lost control, she was on the 253. And here for Leroy Balkaran, I'm expecting a 250 or 251, rounding up, to finish this, because, well, he's in the 16th position. He still has chances to go upwards in the table, and here I can see that he is actually doing very well here in the tarmac. He's faster than Daisy. We just need to see how well he is going to drive in the sand of the mountains. Because, oh, look at him, he is almost second faster than Monika Sorrentino, is half a second faster, and here he is, because look at this. I wish I could make the cars drive closer to each other. Maybe in the next event. I'm just learning how to make things better in many aspects, including the AI. I mean the algorithm to teach the AI how to drive, and also on the visuals here. You know, when you are a technical person, design isn't your greatest skill. So here it is, a very beautiful camera. I really like to create these cameras, and from the 80K series I remember configuring them all the time, but as it is a race of many, oh, look at him, he is sleeping. He is sleeping, and oh no, he's losing. He's losing time. He was doing so well. Now he needs to just make the turn properly, because every time a car actually did this during the training, they were reversing down the hill. But this time Leroy did not. He did not. So the issue that the drivers have, I see, with the AI is reversing or adjusting themselves back to the track. When they do this, when they lose control, it's very scary. Oh no, again Leroy, again. Okay, now it's your turn. It's your chance to go back and I can't believe. Oh my god. Yeah, he's out. He is out. Oh no. Leroy. Oh my god. What I'm doing, because the video cut. Okay, concentration, wrong button. Let's go. I'm looking now at the training data, but I do not want to see the training data. I want to see this data here. Yeah, we are looking now at the time, and we are gonna reveal their time so far. So Leroy Balkaran, he did not finish because, well, he couldn't reverse the car properly. He just had to put his car in the ditch. It's the second time he makes a stupid decision. The first one that I remember was during the Class D, that he hit his car in a small rock, and instead of going backwards on a reverse, he just went up to the rock and got himself stuck. And now it is exactly the same thing. He was facing the ditch, he could only go backwards, but no, he went onwards. And yeah, he went forward. So he got himself into the ditch. Oh my god, Leroy. So let's review the times here. Daisy O'Brien, 2 minutes and 52 seconds. It doesn't help you much. Let's see how Monika will be, because Monika had that little misadventure of hers, but it didn't impact the difference. It's 5 seconds difference now, with Daisy coming a little bit closer to her. So yeah, Leroy, I'm not gonna review the time because I do not have his. Well, I do have, but I need to finish everyone, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all for today. I'm sorry for my down mood a little bit, but throughout the season, throughout this event, it will get better. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.